Hey guys, it's Deb with Deb's Cool Finds. How you doing? It is a Monday morning. Oh, I keep falling. Don't fall, Deb. Monday morning, the 11th of March. So current. So I kind of wanted to come and talk to y'all, and yeah, just check in. I'm feeling good. Look at this. It is sunny out. I'm leaving work at 6 o'clock, and it is sunny out. So I do have to say I like the time change for that fact. I don't like it that I got up in the morning and it was dark out, but it's a good compromise of, yeah, my mornings are a little darker, it's a little harder to wake up, but my evenings are better because I'm not getting home in the dark. You know, I just feel like my whole day's over when it turns dark. Do y'all have that feeling? But anyway, so, yeah, so how are you guys? I hope you're doing good. I hope this time change, if you do it, isn't annoying. For people in other countries, I don't know if y'all do it or if it's just like an American thing, but, every, March, when, it was Sunday. We had Sunday, in the middle of the night, the clocks changed. Thank goodness for technology, because our cell phones and everything changed by themselves. Because I looked at my watch, it woke me up on time, and then when I went in the kitchen to make my coffee, I'm like, wait a minute, it's only this time. And I'm like, oh, we did the time change. So, yeah, so in March, we lose an hour of sleep, so we set our clocks backwards. No, forwards. My mom taught me, you remember spring ahead and fall behind. So in the springtime, which is now, we set our clock 1 hour ahead, so that so we get longer in the evenings. And it originally was some kind of farmer thing, even though my dad said we didn't really, my dad was a little farm boy, and he said we really didn't care about the time. We just, we just knew we had to get up in the morning, go out and do the farming and everything, and that it doesn't give you any extra hours in your day. It's still the same hour. It just switches, makes the time like 6 o'clock, it's always light or it's always dark, I don't know. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And I know not every state does it. I think tell me if I'm wrong, because you might have lived there or live there now, but I think Arizona, half the state does it and half doesn't, or maybe it's the whole state. There's a couple of states that don't do it. But we do it here in Texas. So we did it back home in Chicago, Illinois. But anyway, yeah, I'm enjoying this. I feel like I'm getting out at a normal hour and not getting out like time to go to bed, So, this is pretty cool, for that. And then, like in the summer, when it gets to summer, it can stay light here till, 9:20 at night or whatever. It's still, halfway light out. So that's kind of neat. You get like a longer evening, for me, especially getting up at 6 o'clock. But yeah, so, let me catch you up. If you are returning to my channel, you know what the Drive and Talk is all about. It's about driving and talking. But if you are new to my channel, you're like, what the heck is she doing? Where's the Temu haul? Yeah, sorry, no Temu haul in the car. But sometimes I just like to get on and just talk about things, and I know a lot of my viewers enjoy that, and so I'll keep doing it. But if this isn't your thing, I totally understand, and would understand if you just missed this video or whatever and went on to whatever one comes at a later date. So, yeah, I understand that. Every type of video I do is not for every one of my subscribers. So, yeah, just don't ever say, mean things in the comment. Just go about your day and find another video to watch or another YouTuber. If you don't like me, that's what I personally do. If I find somebody and I'm like, man, we're not really jiving, I just leave. I never unsubscribe to them because I'm like, it helps their numbers. It doesn't do anything for me. Like, if I turn the notification off, I won't get notified about their videos that I may not want to watch anymore. But their numbers don't have to drop just because I didn't quite gel with them. So that's cool. That's how I do it. However you want to do it, but that's how I do it. So, let me update you on a couple of things while I'm thinking about it and trying to watch my GPS here. So my dad was in the hospital. I know you guys think he just got there or whatever from my videos, but he was in there the week before his birthday. His 90th birthday. Thanks to everybody who said happy birthday to him. I do pass that along. He just gets a kick out of it. But his 90th birthday was the 25th of February. So Monday through Thursday evening of that week, he was in the hospital. He had pneumonia. And he also has, COPD and different things. So, and he's 90. So, pneumonia can just knock you down. I don't care what age you are, but especially when you're 90. So, he was in the hospital for that. And, but then he got out for his birthday. And he got out especially, he was so happy to get out that Thursday night because that Friday, my brother,
in a quarter mile,
I'm the oldest, but of all of us, it's me, and then I have 3 brothers. I know, pray for me. But I have 3 brothers, and he's the oldest brother. So he lives in Jacksonville, Florida, and he moved down there. We'd already been here quite a long time, and he was still in Chicago, and then him and his wife moved down to Jacksonville. And so he was coming in to see my dad for his birthday. So my dad told me that he was getting out of that hospital because he wanted to go to this Chicago restaurant called Portillo's. That it's fast food, but it's good. But he was going to go with my brother to Portillo's. They planned it. They were going on Friday, and that was it. So yeah, he got out Thursday night. They went on about their business on Friday. They called me Friday. I was almost home. Friday, I got off at 3:30, so probably around 3:20. No, not 3:20. I got off at 3:30. Probably 4 something. They called me. My dad called me and said, "Hey, I'm going to this buffet with your brothers." And right, I think I told you about this. So they went to that. We all went to that on Friday. And my dad was still looking like maybe he should have been home and in bed. And my mom was really quiet. So we did that, and then I don't know what they did Saturday. Nobody called me. And then Sunday, they were getting together for a dinner or whatever it was for my dad for his birthday. But there's a brother for my sanity and my mental health, have kind of cut out of my life. That's the one they live with, unfortunately. But so I wasn't going to be there. I already had given him his gift and seen him and everything, so that was cool. And so we did that. They did that. And then, so that was that Sunday. And then a week from that, they normally call me on Saturdays to go to the movie, and they weren't calling me. So I thought, oh, maybe they're busy. Maybe they had some kind of family party or something with the rest of them. Stuff I don't do. So I didn't think that much about it. And then on Sunday, around noon or so, my mom called me and said, "I gotta take your dad to the hospital, and to the emergency room. I gotta take him to the emergency room, and he really likes it when you're with, and so can you come get me?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I guess my brother and his wife took them there, but then they were just leaving him there because they were going to do some stuff. So then I went there with them. It's nice to have somebody who's not, you're the patient, you're scared, you're sick, you're not hearing everything they tell you. You don't kind of remember the things you need to ask or say. And then my mom gets upset, and in her current condition, that she doesn't remember to ask all the things they need, or sometimes remember everything. I do that myself. I don't think it even has to do with age. It's like I can go to the hospital emergency room, and I always go by myself, and then I'm scared, I'm sick, and I'm emotional, and they tell me stuff, and then later I'm like, what'd they say? It'd be nice to record it, or have them give you more detailed notes or something. But yeah, so I understand that totally, and I'm there for it. So anyway, I just thought it was the pneumonia back, because he just, oh my gosh, he just could not, when he started coughing, he just was choking on just bleh. Anyway, I don't want to gross y'all out. Maybe you're eating or something. Anyway, kind of get my drift, right? And he just said he couldn't sleep. He hadn't slept in so long. He was just He was looking his age, which he normally doesn't. So anyway, we're there forever. He doesn't tell me till after we've been there forever that at that birthday party dinner, see, the brother that he lives with, that I don't get along with, has 3 kids the same age as my grandkids. I'm weird, but anyway. And they get sick a lot. And he doesn't seem to care about, like, making sure they're not going and bugging my parents and getting them sick or whatever. I mean, my parents had COVID multiple times that the kids brought home, and they get all that stuff, right? So, point made is I find out when I'm at the emergency room, because my other brothers, the other 2 brothers, one in Jacksonville and then the baby brother, are texting me, how's dad, whatever. My younger brother lives here, and he was like, I wish I could be there, but I'm so sick. And I'm like, what do you mean you're sick? And he's like, yeah, everybody's sick. I said, what? He said, yeah, everybody that went to the party, because the one brother brought the little daughter who had strep to the party. So they got sick. So my brother in Florida and his wife were sick as dogs. The other brother was all sick. Everybody's sick. So another reason why, thank goodness, I missed that party. So, because knock on wood, I haven't had COVID yet, even though I worked in a hospital. So knock on wood, that stays with my streak here. And without having, you probably notice this too. When you have little kids, they get sick, and you get sick more, whatever. Since my kids have grown, I don't get I shouldn't really say it, jinx myself, but I don't really get flu and all that kind of stuff. I do the vaccinations. Maybe that's part of it. I don't know, but I'm gonna keep doing it just in case it is. And the hospital required us to have immunizations when we worked there, so it wasn't even a thought process. But yeah, I didn't get all those things as much once my kids grew up. And I think your body you kind of need that. When you're younger, you can handle all those things, and the older you get, the flu is a big thing, strep can be a really big thing, and maybe that's why it works like that they get sick when they're young, when you're younger, and then they grow up, and then you stop getting all those little diseases, and then you have grandkids, but you can kind of oh, the kids are sick, I'll visit next week, kind of thing you can normally do, unless you live with them like my parents do. Anywho, so they were all sick, and then I started thinking, oh crud, what if he's got something else? So they tested him for COVID, flu, and strep, because I guess those things are all going around. And when the doctor, and I was in there for a couple hours with him, and the doctor came in and said, oop, yep, you got the flu. And I was like, oh my God, he's got the flu. So I started standing on the other side of the room. My dad's like, are you standing there to stay away from me? I was like, yeah, kind of. I really don't want this. I can't take time off of work. I don't want this. And then he's like, I'll just wear a mask. And so, probably too late, but still, he wore a mask, especially because I had to drive him home. We're in the enclosed car. Anyway, so he had that. So he had flu and bronchitis, right after this pneumonia thing. So, yeah, he was really sick. And I was like, my poor daddy. But he's doing better. So thank y'all for your prayers and your thoughts. He is doing better. So hopefully those darn kids can stay well for a little bit so he can recoup. But yeah, he was funny. It was funny in the hospital. He said that your mom said she's going to buy me some new golf clubs, a whole new set, brand new. I don't have to use all my used clubs. My mom went, no, I'm not buying it. And he's like, what do you mean? You said you were. And she said, no, you can't golf anymore. And he's like, what? It's like, I'm just sick here. I'm getting better. I'm golfing. So that was kind of funny. And then the one in Florida, the brother in Florida is trying to talk them into moving to Florida because they'd have, I think I told you this, but they'd have the, one-story house and no kids and that whole thing, but we'll see. But yeah, and so that's how that goes. So that's the scoop on my dad. My mom's, yeah, she's still going on the path that she's on. So I never did hear if they went for more other neurological tests, because then my dad had the pneumonia in the hospital, so I bet that all got pushed aside. for a bit, and I understand. But her little twin sisters are coming in April 12th, the whole weekend and stuff. So that'll be nice. And I told them, my aunt was texting me today, and she's like, can you, we want to stay close to her, so can you help us with like a hotel in that area, because we're renting a car, so we'll be able to. And I said, well, let me ask my brother, because when he flies in from Florida, he stays near them. Let me ask. And so I got 2 recommendations for them, so she was thankful. And then I said, yeah, really glad you guys are coming now, because my mom she's changing, and things are different now, and I just want you to see her now. And my aunt was like, yeah, I did notice some things on the phone call, just the voice change and the way she responds to things. And then I guess my aunt expressed some concern, and my mom right away kind of got a little mean and was like, I'm fine. So yeah, I said, it's a hard thing. I mean, if it was happening to you and you didn't kind of realize that it was happening, you know what I mean? Like, if I forgot things, but I didn't realize I was forgetting them, it'd be like, the heck, I don't know. But to know that you're forgetting things, to know that this is happening, to know that there's no great outcome, that's scary to me. And I'm sure it is to her. And then you respond, different people respond all kinds of, you get mean, or you get, cry, or I don't know. There's a whole bunch of responses you could have. So, I do not judge her on any way she behaves, because it's not happening to me. It's her, and she can respond however she needs to respond. But I did tell my aunt that I try not to correct her if she says something wrong, unless it's something important. Like she's going to do something, and I'm like, no, don't do that, the kind of thing. But if it's a mixed up memory, or, she asks me, how my day was in Houston when my office is in Dallas, I just say, yeah, it was fine. Then she just goes on with something else. So then she's just happier than correcting her all the time. And then I said, my other little thing is I just keep bringing up the past, and it's fun to me too, because I bring up funny things that happened in the past, or goofy things and stuff I know she likes to remember, and she can remember those things very well still, so that's great. And it makes her laugh, and then I also think it makes her feel happy that she can remember those things. And so that's my little way of helping us, her and myself, deal with this, is to do that when I see her. So I kind of suggested that, but whatever. But the one aunt, she was just a minute, I'm getting on a rant. She was office staff, I believe, at a school. That was her job. She just retired. Her only child finally, same age as my son, they finally had a baby. They were trying. They finally had a baby. So she's like, I'm quitting work now so I can help with the baby. And so she's having, living her best life. And then the other aunt, though, is, I don't know what her exact title is, but I know she does stuff with, like, I know one part of her job is like evaluating people that come into, like, the ER and stuff, with determining if they need mental help or not, if they're at risk or whatever, those kind of things. So she understands, a lot of mental issues and different things. So I think that'll be good when she comes, that she can just kind of, help with that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, because they're my buddies and I miss them. So yeah, that'll be cool. That's coming up. And then last night, you're gonna think I'm just the biggest doofus ever, but I told you I'm honest, and I just let you know how it is. And yeah, I'm almost tearing up already. Anyway, Bella, and I love my dog. She's been with me 13 years so far, still going, thank God. But yeah, she's my friend. She's my walking pal. She's my protector. She's, all these different roles. Oh, now my eye's burning because means a lot to me. And people that don't have pets just don't get it. And they're just like, you know, it's a pet. I'm like, no, she's not. She's a lot more than a pet, okay? It's been her and me. God, my daughter's been out of the house almost 10 years now. So majority of her life, my dog's life, has been just her and I. So yeah, we're buds. And she sleeps in my bed. She comes on the couch with me. Like I said, we go walking together. She knows when I'm not feeling good, and she'll come and lay by me and comfort me. And when I'm happy, she's all happy too. And yeah, she's awesome. So I mean, you might have seen her in some of my videos where she just comes and lays her head on my shoulder, and I was like, oh, my baby. So anyway, so I'm telling you all this to preface what a doofus I am with my dog. So she hasn't been eating real well. And she's been picky eating. Like, she's never done that before. Like, she would devour her food as soon as I put it down. Now it can sit there a day or so. But when I put in the real food with it, you know, her scrambled egg and her green beans, a couple days she's left it for a long time, and then a couple times she's just picked out the good food and left the dry dog food, which you want to leave in there. What I've learned is it helps with their teeth. So, and the salmon does great with her fur and everything. Anyway, so I was already kind of like, okay, why is she not eating? Like, okay, this is weird. And then yesterday, Sunday, she got up and she sat on the couch with me a little bit, and then she sat on her own on the couch, which was a little different in a way. Like, sometimes she'll do that, but eventually she'll come over and sit by me, because I was playing Xbox, okay? It's another reason why I'm gonna do this. But anyway, I was playing Xbox. And then I noticed, like, she's gone. So I'm going to my bedroom and she's laying on my bed, which that's not out of the ordinary. But when I came in, I was like, hey, Bobby. She, like, her eyes were on me, but her tail wasn't moving. She didn't even move. She just laid there. I was like, okay, that's weird. And then when I came to bed, I was, oh, you're coming over? Go ahead, I'll stay here. When I was going to bed, again, I go in there and she's just laying there, not moving at all. And I was like, oh my gosh, what's wrong? So I'm patting her, and then she does this weird kind of breathing thing, and I thought, oh no, my baby. But she was doing this, I don't know, it was like almost like a hiccup, but it wasn't. It was her breathing was like harder. And then she'd like cough, like a choking, like she almost had like something, you know, like my dad with his throat. So I'm like, I don't know what this is. So, and she barely would move, and so when I lay down in bed, I kind of pulled her up to me. Normally when I do that, she gets up like, hey, I'll find a spot myself, you know, kind of bossy panties. But she just kind of let me pull her up by me, and I was just patting her, and then the doofus part started. I'm patting her. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, you're the best dog ever. I just want you to know I love you. You know, I'm patting her. And I'm like, I just want you to know you're more than a dog, and you're my best friend, and you're my protector, and I'm so thankful you're there scaring people off from me, and I know you're so good with people. You just love when people pay. Oh my God, I had to go on for like an hour and a half last night. I didn't get to sleep till like 1 in the morning, doofus, because she'd only did that little breathing for a little bit, and then she was okay again, but she still laid there. And she'd do that little breathing, and then she'd lay there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm losing my baby. Yeah, I was a wreck. I was crying, petting her, telling her, yeah. Because I just have this vision in my head that when the time comes, it's not for me, because it would be the most difficult thing I've ever had to do, but I would like to be there and have her, you know, like cuddle with her and help her pass and let her know she's just an amazing companion, amazing dog, and she's more than a dog. And yeah, it's just, yeah. So yeah, that's me. And then, so finally fell asleep. I was so happy there was like no traffic. Now here it is. no, squirrel. I'm sorry. I was thinking, is today a holiday or something? Because there was no traffic in the morning, and now, first time I'm getting into traffic. This is so bizarre. Or it could be, I know what it could be. It could be spring break. Duh. I bet it's spring break, and some people are working from home or something while their kids are out. I bet that's what it is. I got a week of grace here, and then back to the normal grind. Okay. So anyway, so I get up this morning. She's still just laying in bed. Go take a shower. She's still in bed. And then I went in the kitchen to make my coffee drink, which, yes, somebody asked if I'd do a video on it. And yes, I think I don't know if I did one before or not, but I'll do another one for you. I love the drink. Anyway, I digress, as usual. And then all of a sudden, there she was in the kitchen. I was like, "Hi, baby." And I made her scrambled eggs and everything, put it in her bowl. And then I look, and she's doing her normal rolling around on the carpet, and she does it where she, like, literally rolls over, and then she, like, spins on her back on the carpet, and this is her happy good morning kind of routine that she always has. So I was like, oh my God, she's got her routine. She must be feeling better. Oh, she's got a routine. And she was breathing good and happy to go out. And yeah, she was my happy little puppy again. So I don't know what it was yesterday, but scared the living bejeesh out of me and completely confirmed the fact that I will never be ready for that event. Never. That I'm going to be a mess, a wreck. Yeah. And I'm like, Bella's scaring me. My dad's scaring me. My mom's scaring me. Like, no, you cannot do this all to me together, guys. Let's space this crap out. I know it's all a part of life, and I'm so gosh darn lucky to have my parents as long as I have them, to have my dog even as long as I've had her. I mean, I am extremely blessed and lucky, but I don't want that to end. Let's just keep it like that. Let's just keep rolling with that and not change a darn thing, which, yes, completely and totally unrealistic, but I could dream. But anyway, that was so today I'm just exhausted, physically, emotionally, just kind of, they really couldn't tell at work because I was trying to stay as cheerful as possible, which isn't hard because I do love my job. So, I just, like I told you, you got to make that decision, like, okay, I was a wreck last night, now I got to pull my big girl pants on and go on with the world and everything. But yeah, it just made me aware of, I think it was everything, like aware that my dad's 90. My dad's getting sicker easier. Scary. SHIT. My mom, though physically is doing halfway okay, what if I lose her a different way? Scary as crud, because I always call my mom and talk to her, and so that's scary as everything. And then my buddy at home, I don't want to live in an empty house. I don't want to lose my pal. There's no other dog like her. She's so special. What dog goes in the shower and stares at you when they have no water in their bowl to tell you they're thirsty? What dog just comes and lays their head on your shoulder while you're making a video? She's just my baby. So, I think it's all of that just coming. It's like, I guess it's like facing your own immortality. Is it immortality or mortality? I don't know. But facing the fact that, I'm getting older, thus things are going to start happening that I have no control over, and I'll start losing people and all that. I know, I don't want it. I want to go in my room and slam the door and go, I will not have it, and throw a tantrum, and but whatever. But you guys will get me through anything that's coming around in my life. I know it, and my coworkers and my kids, and but it's still, you're still alone though. I mean, ultimately, you can be surrounded by 1,000 people when something like bad like that happens to you, and you still kind of feel alone, because you're the only one that had that exact relationship with whatever, whomever. And so you're losing that. And nobody else can really feel that exact kind of emotion, I think. I don't know. Could be wrong. But like, I have a special relationship. And yeah, I have other siblings, but they have their own special relationship with my parents. So they'd be losing their dream of it. And yeah, they have spouses to help them through it. And maybe that does help enough, but I don't have that. So, it's just going to be me. And Bella's supposed to be there to help get me through anything too. So come on, Bells. But yeah, when I left, she was her normal little self. So I'm hoping she's good when I get home. And this was some kind of weird thing. But yeah, so yeah. But yeah, that's about it. I got dressed for work today and stop talking to me. I'm home. Today somebody else said, when are you going to do more on your work try-ons? I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta do that. But I've just been talking, I'm looking that way, right? But I've just been like getting ready and getting out of the house. So yeah, maybe if I remember when I get home, I'll show you what I wore today. But it's this blazer, the white Temu blouse, the one with the little fake pearl buttons, and then the holes in it, like the cold shoulder kind of thing. There's like a gap here and a gap here, but you can't see it because I have the blazer on. And then just my black pants. And then it was raining this morning. It's beautiful now, but it was really raining this morning. So again, no flooding again, thank gosh. 4 was enough. But it was dark and gloomy and blah, so I wore my boots. But I did over the weekend get some new shoes. So hopefully I will put them together and show you some outfits with those shoes. I cannot even see the camera. The sun is so brightly shining in that window. But right now I'm going to go to Kroger. I'm going to get some stuff. I have nothing for lunch or dinner. So I have to get that. And then I will head home to see my baby Bella, if these people will ever make up a decision on who's turning and who's sitting there, because they're blocking the whole entrance into the Kroger with their indecisiveness. So yeah, so I hope things are better for you guys, or if you're going through trouble too, I wish you the strength and the grace to get through it all, and take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of any of these other people, and you won't make it through. Like, bad times is easy. Well, it's not easy, but you know what I mean. It'll be rougher if you're not in some kind of good mental shape. So keep yourself healthy as possible mentally. I'd say physically, but then I'd have to say I haven't been doing that, so I gotta do that too. But yeah, let's do that. And I got a close I got the second parking spot. Look at, good things are happening. Okay. All right, I'm gonna let you go so I can go do my shopping, get home to my baby. Are there any Girl Scouts to avoid? No? Okay, I'm free. I've bought from them. All right, I will see you guys later. Thanks so much. Love you. Bye.